Hey, so in 2020, my podcast was acquired by Motley Fool, and I used to talk about personal finance because I'd read over 100 books on personal finance. This channel, I want to talk more just in general, business books, communication, lifestyle development, and today I'm talking about Bob Lutz's book. It's Car Guys versus Bean Counters. Honestly, one of the best business books I've read. I love to read biographies, and this felt like a mix of basically a biography of a vice chairman of General Motors. This guy, talks about his experience through the 60s, 70s, kind of like this era where it was sexy to sell certain cars and there was a lot of power in just the design of the car. And then over the last couple of decades of his career, like the 80s, 90s, he saw essentially the bean counters went out, a lot more push for profit and that sort of aura of the big three back in Detroit kind of faded away. And so he goes through like the auto industry. But what I got out of the book was more about just the idea of that when you're in an organization, you have to communicate across different functions. They have different incentives, and so all of a sudden, this becoming a leader within an organization like that requires a lot of insight and understanding the nuance of what someone's motivation, how are they presenting themselves to the organization. And I like this book because Bob Lutz is just straightforward. He's no holds bar. He's just really you know detailing that what sucks and what's great, and he like just is not afraid to get into it. So again, these kind of books, I think I try to build this habit here and trying to encourage others to treat reading as a ritual. I talked in my video yesterday about treating something like a cold shower as brushing your teeth, and it's the same thing here. It's about treating reading like brushing your teeth. It's something where it's just something that just has to happen. And I think it's essential to developing kind of that long term growth in terms of developing skills, confidence, the ability to communicate. And I think too, with any sort of ritual like that, it becomes automatic. There's no negative feedback of, oh, should I do this? Should I not? I don't feel like it today. It's sort of just like brushing your teeth. It's just get in, get it done. Something as simple as 15 minutes a day. And so in today's world where we're being bombarded with short form video content, I'm hoping something like this inspires someone to check out a longer book. I think it's probably about a 5, 6 hour read. Highly recommend it. And I think just for me, I can watch something for 60 seconds or 90 seconds. I often have that feeling of, oh, I understand that now. I totally get what they're saying, but it doesn't, when I do that, it doesn't stick. It doesn't hold. I don't really retain it. And so that's the advantage I've always had with books is that it gives me a chance for 6, 8 hours, in this case, probably 4 or 5, to really dig into someone's new perspective, someone's way of problem solving, their lateral thinking, how they approach strategy, etc. Right. So I find it's enjoyable, it's fun, it kind of pulls me out of the stress of my day to day. And if someone's got the problems of turning around an entire entire car company, it's just it's interesting. So definitely check out the book and subscribe if you want to hear more videos like this. And then leave a comment. Let me know your favorite business book. Love to just get more recommendations, see what other people are reading out there. I'm always open for just recommendations in general, but this one was on a business book. So I love those types of books like Hatching Twitter, The Facebook Effect, just these books that dig into a CEO's mindset or even just someone that's influential within the industry. So, till next time,